Leng's back for another edition of Leng News. Top headline today. One of Scotland's most senior bishops has come out and apologised for multiple sexual abuse for decades in their Catholic boarding schools. Wow! Let's not act like we didn't know this was going on. But, first point, why the fuck are you gonna have a kid that when he comes of age, you send him away? What's the point in having a you that as soon as he can, you tell him to fuck off? To do what? For a better education? Who's being the judge of that? You're not being the judge of that because he can't come home every day and you can see what he's learning at school. You're putting your child in the hands of some flimsy sideways moving crabs. Because what? They're supposed to be role models. Your children are looking up to them because you ain't there. You ain't there to see how their day was and this. So they look up to these Catholic teachers. I don't care if you're Catholic, if you're Muslim, if you're an atheist, I don't give a fuck. Fuck a paedophile. This is what I'm saying. So, you're sending your kids away to boarding school and then this is happening. You have only got yourself to blame. No, that's not strictly true, but that ain't far off. Don't put your kids in a position, excuse the pun, where you got people being hands-on with your kids, because you ain't there to say, fuck that. So you deserve Leng for that. And all these Catholic paedophiles, I say Catholic because the guy is a Catholic paedophile, and he's come out apologising on behalf of Catholic paedophiles working in boarding schools. But I don't give a fuck. Like I said, it ain't about you being Catholic. It's about you being a fucking dirty paedophile. Leng.
My administration has begun to reshape the standards that apply to ensure that they are in line with the rule of law. We must have clear, defensible, and lawful standards for those who fall into this category. We must have a thorough process of periodic review so that any prolonged detention is carefully evaluated and justified. Our goal is to construct a legitimate legal framework for the remaining Guantanamo detainees that cannot be transferred.
Also in the news tonight, you may have seen it that Obama has this new policy, prolonged detention. For you that don't know what this means, it is Obama now apparently has the right to lock you up in jail before you've even done the crime. If he thinks that you're going to do a crime, on the off chance that you might do it, he can bang you up in jail until, say, an event or whatever said crime you're supposed to do on a certain date is no longer available to commit. Mad thing. So, we all know that all politicians are pretty fucking paganistic. But this is a step too far. How can a human have so much rights over another human to say, no, you haven't actually committed that crime yet, but you might do, so I'm going to put you away. I'm going to take away your human rights for you haven't even done it yet. That is a mad thing, and you deserve Leng for that. People's getting gassed up when Obama come into power. He still continued warring. He still continued madness. What? And now this. You can't be fucking serious. You deserve a fucking laser to your dome for that. You can't take these things into your own hands like, boom, you haven't done this crime, but you go to jail for 2 years just because you might do it. Fuck that. Deserve Leng. Anyway, now, onto this next story. This guy's a bit of a bloody boss. One of America's biggest fugitives. Nah, I'm only joking. This guy escaped from Garland County Jail in America like a fucking boss, pretending to be on the phone, his brethren's talking at the front desk, distracting this guy. But I tell you what, who the fuck is this sideways moving police officer working for the American fucking police force that is gonna let a fucking inmate in the jail hop over his fucking shoulder and jet out the door? You deserve a fucking laser. You're not taking your job seriously. You're a disgrace. And you need to rethink your job if you're gonna... That's the only thing you gotta do. Sit at that desk, make sure no inmate hops over your fucking shoulder. And he just hopped over your shoulder and he got off. He made you look like an idiot. But this guy's in jail, not for no fucking nasty murder or paedophile crime. No. The guy robbed a bank, got into a car chase, and now he's just escaped from jail. Well, that's too good to be true. That's some film shit. Sick. Anyway, that is the end of that boss there. And that is the end of Leng News. News told to you not by a mainstream pagan. Big up yourself. Hashtag Leng. You had to come out and apologise for covering this story too much. This is what you're paying your TV licence for. Unwanted news. Okay then. So, fuck paying TV licence.